Hey guys, Sap Peter here. Family Guy is a show that has adapted to the age of the internet extremely well. I would argue it's more engaging to watch a Family Guy clip on Instagram than it is to sit down and watch any of the full episodes. For years, I could watch Family Guy clips anywhere, but something has happened. The internet warped the titular family. After you watch full episodes of the show in short 30-second clips, it gets old. After 23 seasons, the characters have gotten so flanderized that they have only the simplest outlines. Peter is fat, Meg sucks, Stewie is gay, Chris is stupid and fat, and Brian, he's just Seth MacFarlane. This makes it very easy to graft the Family Guy format onto any topic or idea. You can quite literally put the Family Guy characters into any scenario without it being out of character for the characters. Because of this, there have been plenty of memes that come from the show over the years, each one interesting in its own light. The horse is here. I actually made one of those myself.
Peter, the horse is here.
I'm smoking crack. Brian, I'm smoking crack.
Peter, what are you doing? What the Oh, hey, at least I'm not drinking, Brian.
The racist one.
Oh, he's trying to say something. His final words.
I hate
Analog horror guy. The Insert Peter meme is the newest of these reality-bending Family Guy memes, putting the family in alternate realities in which Peter Griffin is an SCP scientist named Dr. Peter, who explains what different SCPs are.
Oh, big guy, flaming sword, guards the entrance to something super important? Basically, if biblical angels had bouncers.
Or Poo Peter, who exists and he likes poo.
Oi, fat man, if murder is illegal, then that means abortion should be too. It is immoral to kill baby.
Oh, Stewie, I'm so full around him. So full of poo, I'm so plump.
Or Green Peter, who is green. Or Huge Peter, who is huge. The universe of Peters is extremely large and growing by the minute. Lots of these accounts, like Fraud Peter, have interesting knowledge to spread. However, today we examine the most interesting of them all, Scientologist Peter. This was the first video I came across of this account. Since it's so short, I'll just play it in full.
Oh my God, what the hell have I done?
You did the right thing, Peter. Come on. She's manipulative, a suppressive person. She's despicable. You're so close to level 8, Peter. You'll be the best father.
No, Peter, no. You're destroying your family. Being the best father isn't about becoming the most intelligent or elevating your soul above everyone else. It's about being there. Being support.
No, Peter, no. You cannot give up now. You're just gonna regret everything now? Try to go back? Try to fix everything, H.A.? You've gone too far. You need to go all the way.
No, Peter, think about your family. Think about your kids. Put them all first. Think about what we had to do to Chris. What the church made you do. They'll do it to all your kids. Oh, no. Oh, God. What the hell am I supposed to do now? Start anew, Peter. Run back to Quahog. Your friends and family will support you. Find Chris.
You're screwing everything up, Peter. You're listening to a stupid fantasy. Chris is gone, Lois is gone, and your friends hate you. They want to see you fail. You were nothing before this. A failing father who couldn't provide. Now you are one step to ultimate knowledge, to being perfect.
Peter, you're becoming the opposite of the person you want to be. Don't you see? You never had these thoughts, never did these things.
These are doubts, bad feelings, horrible ideas. You're listening to engrams, and you're just collecting more. When was the last time you went to an auditing session, Peter? A few days ago. So shameful. Remove these sinful thoughts from your mind and become the level 8, operating the tan you need to be.
It is all a suicide mission, isn't it? Just so futile. Once I reach level 8, I can focus entirely on the family. Everything will be
Yes, Peter. Listen to me. I will take you down the path of greatness. The path of happiness.
No, Peter, please just listen to me. Do what's right. You know deep down I'm right. Fight for what you know is right. Who am I anymore? What is there left to me?
Dad? Are you okay? I could hear you from the hall.
I'm okay, Stewie. Just go back to your room. I'm dealing with some stuff.
You made the right choice, Dad.
What's Stewie?
You made the best choice. Mom is an SP. She had to go away. Can we get audited tomorrow, Father? Too many bad engrams.
You know what, Stewie? I think I have a better idea.
I believe my first reaction from that was to send the reel to my friend with a comment along the lines of, somebody really channeled their religious trauma into that, didn't they? Having been used to the likes of Pooh Peter, wanting to eat his own poo, I found this to be rather interesting. This seemed to imply so much more was going on outside of this one reel. Stewie assuring Peter he did the right thing getting rid of his own mother. How bad had things gotten? If there was more of this story, I wanted to see it. When I began this story, I was curious, but not expecting much. Now, I'm caught up, and I can confidently say the series has better writing than every single episode of Family Guy I have ever watched. The series gets you invested. Moments are foreshadowed. There are story payoffs. This AI Peter Griffin show treats its viewers and its characters with more respect, consistency, and dignity than the writers at Family Guy have ever done. This is the part of the video where I tell you to click off and check out the story yourself. Link is in the description. It's worth your time. But if you need just a little bit more convincing, continue on. This first video starts formulaic enough. Chris tells Peter that he Googled Scientology and the internet says it's an evil cult. Peter then goes on to explain that Scientology is actually good, etc., etc. He ends it off by saying he will take Chris to another auditing session. Chris protests, but gets cut off by the outro. Did you notice the vaping? Chris doesn't seem to like the auditing sessions. I wonder if that's going to go anywhere. The next few videos are simple. Peter explains to Stewie how auditing works. Stewie seems receptive to the ideas Scientology has to offer. Brian confronts Peter on his beliefs. Peter defends Scientology and even convinces Brian to check out some of the literature. Peter teaches Stewie about the great L. Ron Hubbard. Stewie seems impressed with a slight mention of Chris at the end. Peter is selling Meg's things to afford more audits. Peter also takes Meg to an audit. Brian says he's been reading the L. Ron books and asks about Chris. Peter rants on about L. Ron and ignores the Chris question. Brian insists again. Peter says,
Leave it the fuck alone, Brian, you nosy cunt. Anyways,
Peter teaches Stewie about suppressive persons and how you must cut them out of your life even if they're your family. Stewie then goes on to say, is that why we can't see Mom or Chris anymore? But gets cut off by the outro. From this point on, things get real deep. They get real interesting. And that's where I'm going to leave it today. If this is even a tiny bit intriguing to you, go watch the full series. The experience will not be wasted on you. The story explores how indoctrination into cults happens to normal people and the fallout of cult activities. The series later on has an extremely interesting main villain in the Scientologist who got Peter into the organization. The writing only gets better, and so far, every setup has had a payoff. No fumbles. Your questions will be answered as the series goes on. If you finish the series and enjoy what he has to offer, there's a Ko-Fi page where you can donate. It's always a good idea to support interesting creative projects, so he deserves anything you can give him. Like, follow for more Sap Peter videos.